This is a message for someone who's been feeling like they've been carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders, who you feel like there is not really many people who can understand your situation, where you feel like there's a lot of many messy variables in this situation that feels like it's not only dimmed your light, but almost taking it away. I got a message from Spirit today, and it was almost like this, like a scheduling time to come sit and chat with you guys. And they're like, come sit at the end of the twilight, almost like twilighty energy here. And I got this energy of someone feeling the weight of the world on their shoulders. And it's like a very strong collective. It's almost like not microscopic here. Like you're resonating with this. And if this message is for you, you will resonate with this. And I think that I have this message come in today. Spirit was like really wanting you to remember your light in the midst of that. I think it's very easy as a human being speaking from this first to get lost in the darkness, thinking the light hard to find. And that's a song as well that I really love, that verse. And I think, you can get so lost in the darkness, feeling the light so hard to find, that we forget that we are that portal, that we are that vessel, right? And there's this confirmation coming up today of, at the end of the day, Spirit wants to remind you that you are never let down by your angels. You're never let down by God. There is this let down energy you're feeling, I'm getting, okay? And they're wanting you to separate this. So let's see if we can go into this. Angels of love and light only. Let's go ahead and help this person who is watching this receive something that can give them strength again. And I'm getting told right now to remember your strength, rewire your strength, okay? I think there's a lot of negative self-talk. There's a lot of negative external circumstances that you are in and you're facing. This is more external, almost like circumstantial. It's like, why are you serious? Like this is all happening to me, and it's all at once, and it's messy and it's heavy. And I think the pressure is there, and I think the pressure is combusting you inside. It's almost like turning, you into like a little, I'm feeling like a toasted marshmallow energy. I don't know if you do like campfires or anything like this, but it's almost like it's roasting you on the outside, and the inside, they're trying to remind you that you are, you're feeling this internal pressure, but it's coming from how you're wiring yourself, okay? I do a reading every single Friday for those of my subscribers. So subscribe if you feel so called. I'd love having you here. And I'm getting a lot of reading energy lately of people feeling like they are stuck in this matrix routine, okay? There's this energy coming in of like feeling like you are stagnant, stuck. And in this space that is weighing you down so much that you almost feel like you've been kicked down so much lately that you're having trouble finding your feet again. Not even walking. It feels like you're having trouble finding your feet again. Does that resonate, my love? And I want to be a reflection here, be a portal for you, that the angels are really saying, if you feel that way, if you feel knocked down, if you feel heavy, your lightness is hard to find, come back to who you are, who I am. I like to say this to everyone, and I've done this most of my life since I've had that spiritual awakening when I was, a teenager, and I feel like there's something here that can help you ground yourself, okay? I'm getting two different things right now, so let me say this first. They're saying, remember, I am sentences. I am statements. Be careful of what you're saying and recognizing for yourself. Be careful of what you're conditioning yourself to believe, okay? I think that you have had this negative experience, whatever this looks like for you. There's a negative experience right now that's triggered a lot of emotions, okay? And at the time of filming this, there's still that kind of new moon, energy happening in Cancer, and it's a lot, okay? It's a lot. And it still catches up to us, I think, even after a week or so, honestly. And I think that there's something here that's going on for you, that you're feeling this, okay, feeling this stagnation, but what's happening is you are gripping and holding on, almost, I'm getting for dear life. I'm getting the spirit animal deer, but for dear life. And I think that symbolism is really gonna resonate both sides for you, is what I'm being told, if this message is for you. And another subtopic here that Spirit wants to say, it's like a micro topic here, a micro collective that's a part of my collective too. Thanks for being here, my love. I am getting, go back to your roots, and not only like the I am statements of like, I am safe, I am held, I am light, I am love, I am joy, I am all these things. And we are who we are in the divine, you know? I'm getting like, go back to that lens, go back to that vision and start seeing through the eyes of God. Like, what would God say to me right now? If you're really feeling like you're in the slums and you're getting kicked down, what would God say to me? Okay. That's what I'm really hearing. Like, go in the mirror and like say, you know, I feel like, but I love myself and I am light and I am strength and I am all these things in God. And I am held in that light. I'm held in that light. I am that light. Therefore, I am held in that light. I'm a child of that light. Okay. And there's another side of this to remember who you are. And they're saying like, there's this thing that came in earlier for me. It was like, I'm getting a lot of earth sign energy watching this. You may have a lot of earth signs like energy in your chart, but I'm getting in Virgo too. I'm getting a lot of that of come back to your elements. Now I got this today, which is really interesting. It's like, I think it's really going to help ground you. I'm a water sign. So what I like to do, like I did today to ground myself, I went to find a waterfall. Find a waterfall. I don't care if it's a fountain. It was basically a fountain. And for me, that's a waterfall. It's like good energy and it helps my inner water sign feel seen, feel held, and I can process it out. And another thing I like to do, I think this could really help you. I was in the shower today and I was like, I'm going to tell them this because I think it really helps, is imagine all of this negativity, icky energy when you're showering, just washing down the drain, okay? Going off, going out of you. And if you're feeling like bogged down, step into that shower, especially if you're a water sign. I'm telling you right now, you probably already do this, but imagine all of this like grime as you take the shower head and you just kind of, you can even sit there and just like this, or even sit on the floor of the shower and just kind of like, it's almost like grieve into the water and the water just washes it down for you. You know, it's like a rain shower. You can do this outside too. I've been told that too, like stand outside and just hold yourself. Let the earth hold you again. It was what I'm getting. I feel like that's what they're saying. Okay. They're saying you've been holding yourself so much. You're almost like you band-aid all these pieces and it's everything's coming undone. You're just like, oh my gosh, it's a sticky mess. Like you're attaching to everything. Like all of your inner glue is sticking to everything. You're like, oh, I just can't do this anymore. I can't. So I'm hearing, let the earth hold you again. Get back to your roots. Get back to the elements of the earth. I'm getting fire, water, earth. I'm getting wind. Let yourself feel the wind in your face. Let yourself turn on the AC and feel it blow, you know, feel that energy come back into you. I think there's a lot to say in Chinese medicine. I don't know who has a connection with that here, but there's a lot of a holistic approach to feeling these, confirmation verb, feeling these energies come up within you. And we still don't really know the tapped into all of this, like the chi energy of having this earth energy, this air energy, this water. Like we are stardust. And I'm getting the reminder of that. Like not only I am and who you are in God, but what is your body made out of? You know, like this grounding, this regrounding, I think is really going to help you. I'm getting told now of like this like media impulses, like being careful what you're absorbing, but you've absorbed so much that the sponge is so full right now. It's just leaking everywhere, okay? And I think that you are someone who gives so much and you're such a healer, such a light, that light refracting is almost like coming back in a shadow. You're almost like seeing the shadow, but you're not seeing your light pour out. Like all you do is see the shadow follow you. And you're like, you know, like I give so much and this is all that follows me is a shadow, you know, but where there's bright light, there's a deeper shadow. There's a brighter shadow. There's almost like a darker shadow, you know, and it's not that I didn't want to say like it attracts that, but light does attract. The intense light has the reflection, the mirror of that darkness, right? So whatever we are, the other side is there too. And I want to almost remind you of that right now. I'm really getting that in right now. Like I'm seeing two birds fly, like very unison. I'm getting this, like remind yourself that this shadow, I think someone needs to hear of, is this shadow side of you, this side that feels like it's guilty, it hasn't done enough, or it's messed up. There's this light side of that can really teach you something. I'm getting this like little seed here. I'm getting like that mustard seed analogy, parable of like knowing that you are growing where you're planted. You do not have to be anywhere else but here. And despite that messiness, there is light to be found. And that was what really wanted to come in today. I think that you're feeling a lot of bit discouraged lately. Okay, I got that a lot of bit discouraged lately. And I think the external has been so heavy for you. Like this energy is just crazy. And you know, doing videos like this, sometimes it can be hard to film and show up, and being so 100% transparent as I always am with you guys. It's a lot to tap into that sometimes. If there's any other psychic medium in here, or if there's any healers, there's a lot. You watching this are a healer, if this video found you. And I think that it is a lot to tap in and navigate the matrix, because there's these energy vampires I'm getting, like energy vampire energy that's sticking to you so much. I'm getting this, like, I have this image almost like you were like a glue stick, and like there's this like almost like candelabra of like everyone like, ooh, look at that, ooh, I want that, or ooh, this is gonna help me, or let me go ahead and take some of that. And I think you were like the light of the room, the light of the world. Honestly, go figure, we're all lights of the world in God's eyes. And I think that this is the time for you now to remember what you're worth. Okay, remember what you're worth, remember what you hold, and what you can pull yourself out from. I've got an interesting energy there right now, and I'm trying to tap into it, but the angels are saying don't. So sometimes I do this, and it's almost like there's an energy that's not ready or ripe or fair. Sometimes having you, whenever you watch these videos, by the way, if you say a prayer, an intention of like, what can I receive out of this? Please let me have like the answer that I need. It can help this come through more. It sounds crazy to someone who doesn't really process energy the same way, but this happens like that. Your receptors are open, okay? So just reminder for that, because I'm getting someone this is what they're telling me. Interesting, thank you. I'm getting someone who's closed off. Someone who's closed off, who's shut themselves off, who doesn't believe in love anymore, who has completely felt rejected, who feels so low that they're just like, I'm done. I give up. You know, like love, like work, like following your purpose. Like I feel like all these things is what they're telling me. And I'm smiling because it's like, I just got that. I just got it. That's what it is. Thanks for clarifying, angels. I think you have completely tapped out. You know, you're completely tapped out. I want to remind you to go ahead and do some self-care rituals. I'm going to say that I'm your biggest hype girl, okay? And I want to tell you that because I feel like you don't have many people in your life to encourage you in that way of like taking some time for yourself, pouring back into yourself, not just like, you know, going about your day and doing things, but like, what can you do to go out your day to fill your cup again? I'm getting the angels saying like you're looking at looking at clouds, the cup half empty. And I think that's what's going on. It's like you're looking at the cup half empty, and there's something happening here that is making you feel like you'll never see it half full again. Does that resonate? Green hearts in the comments, as always. And I want to remind you, what you've been through in the past does not dictate your future. What you've been through in the past, you have pulled yourself out of, and you are here now watching this. You are here now watching this. Go ahead and put in the comments. Let's completely ignite our inner strength, my loves, okay? Put in the comments something as much as you're willing to open up. This is a safe space. This is a community that I would 100% monitor and make sure that we're respecting our own journeys. Put in the comments, what is something you pulled yourself out of in the past that was so hard for you to do, and you did it. You did it with the divine help, with the divine within you and divine outside of you when I say that. And I just saw a little feather looking little bug. Beautiful confirmation, okay? I want you to remember that right now. They're telling me remember that, remember your strength. I think that in times, this is a good meditation for you too. In times of deep distress, in times of feeling like you've stagnated for so long, you just want to crumble and fall and crumble in ruins, or you even feel that right now. I think in times like these, it's really important for you to stop and just sit with your pieces. You know, I always say, I'm a writer and I do poetry too. Put a book in the comments, a book emoji, if you want to see one of my poetry books. That's something I really wanted to share with you guys. I think I wrote this ages ago, but I think it's something that really stuck with me. And I always say, sometimes you have to pray to fall apart for God to put back your pieces, for you to be open enough to receive that divine help. And I'm getting the angels saying right now, recognize your spirit team, because they're here for you. But I feel like there's this closed off energy, because rightfully so, there's a lot going on in your environment, but it's a coping mechanism that I'm getting is protecting you, but it's a lot of trauma responses, okay? I'm getting a lot of trauma responses in the collective watching this. And it's not for everyone. I'm getting like 3/4, okay? So maybe 75% of you watching this. But there's a trauma response here that you've something's activated for you the past 3 weeks. I'm getting 3. Could be 3 hours, 3 days, 3 weeks. Only like barely few of you 3 months. I don't think it's a month thing. I think this is really recent. Okay, this could be honestly the sign of the times too. You know, it's more so external than internal. Okay, I think it's something that happened to you, or it's processing. It's like an emotional thing that you're processing, and it's burdensome. It's triggering you. But I heard the word wholesome. Okay, I think the angels are saying there's something wholesome coming out of this, and you won't see it now. Angel code 347, if you have any of those numbers, I think you won't see it now, but I'm getting that Christ consciousness, Jesus energy coming through of like, hold on tight. You know, God's not done with you. I got that. It's beautiful. Thank you. And I want you to know that God's not done with you. I want you to know that you don't have to be done with yourself. Okay, you can feel done with yourself, but you can never be done with yourself, my love. This divine self that you are, divine mission that you are here for, doesn't have to be something you have to carry so hard on your shoulders. Okay, I'm getting like, you can just let it go and sit with that, and sit with it, and know that you're not the only one holding this. Okay, the stars above you're connected to, you're cosmic dust, you know. And I think I see 444. I think remembering your cosmic essence, remembering the peace, the unconditional, beautiful, forever, eternal peace that surrounds your soul. It's gonna make me emotional. Is something that's forever there to make you whole, to make you remind yourself of that, okay? So I'm getting tap into that again. I'm tap into that stream because you know how to do it. You know how to do it. I heard a few of you say, well, I'm trying, I don't know how to do it. You know how to do it, okay? And the angels are saying that, like, don't give up hope. You can feel hopeless, but don't think that that correlates to no hope, because that's not true. Feeling and being, okay, let me say this differently. Being and feeling are the same thing, but being in the sense of like the great I am, there's always hope in that. There's eternity within you, you know? And I want to remind you that there's this well here, and God's like, drink if you need to. Drink if you need to. I just got this image of holding up a cup. I don't know if you like tea or coffee. I'm getting a lot of tea lovers here. If you have a cup of warm water, I'm getting warmth to remind you. Take a cup of warm water and see if this ritual resonates with you. Pray over it. You know, I don't know if you know of water alchemy, but put a water glass in the comments if you do, or a little water droplet, because it's real. It's crystalline. You can literally change the complex of your water. Can you imagine what we could do for ourselves being how much? 70% water? You know, it's really remarkable. So take this cup of water and say an intentional prayer of like, you know, I feel this way, and just like let it all out into this water and say, but I am this. I am that. I am safe. I'm eternally held. I am eternal light. There's peace to be found in the midst of this, in the midst of this. There's hope to be found in the midst of this. And start to turn that alchemy on. I'm getting turn your inner alchemy on. My alchemist lovers, we've talked about this. Okay, so turn that inner alchemy on again. I'm hearing like you can show yourself and pour into this cup of like, this is all my stuff. And you can dump it if you want to get a fresh cup. But I'm saying, I want you to look and reflect as the analogy or the ritual and say, this is all the stuff that I harbor, but I can transmute this. I don't have to feel like I have to have the strength, but I can pull in that strength, okay? And I'm getting the water can help heal within you. Like drink it, let it cleanse you. You know, I think tapping into the elements of the earth, going barefoot is really a good one too, can really help you now, okay? That is all the angels have today. Go ahead and like, subscribe, share, do all the things if you want to join this beautiful community. I love you guys so much. I'm here for you. Of course, I'm always here to pray. If you need a prayer request, my email is always open for that only. And I hope you are having a wonderful night or day wherever you are in this beautiful universe. I'm sending you so much love, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye, guys.